Hi, this is Texas Martial Arts. My name is Mr. Olson.
My name is Mr. Caceres.
And this is your Kickin It On Vacation summer training program for week 1. Because you're on vacation,
You still need to train.
Now, this week we actually have a really awesome training program for you guys. We're gonna be covering combinations that are based around your palm heel strikes. So we'll do a warm up around that, and then we're gonna actually move in and start working some sparring drills that you can do to really get your palm heel strike down and as part of a good flow so you can actually use it for self-defense. From there, we're gonna work into an activity drill that you can do with your parents or a friend. And then towards the end, I'm gonna actually tell you guys how to film yourself doing the drill to earn raffle tickets for our end of summer raffle giveaway. Now that raffle is where all of your tickets go into a big pot and we pull a name out of the pot to see who won for the summer. Now the prizes on this are pretty exciting. We're giving away a Nintendo Switch console, but we're also giving away a full set of our sparring gear for our advanced students. And we've got t-shirts and a couple of other really cool prizes that we're gonna be giving away. So stay tuned and we're getting started with all of that right now. All right, guys, we're gonna get going. Now, this is just like any other class. So we put our feet together, we put our hands at our sides, and we bow, looking straight ahead. All right, now from here, the lesson that we're gonna be going over this week is gonna involve the palm strike, but we're actually gonna start off with a warm-up that is gonna get your stepping down. All right, so what we're gonna do is, if you stand at ready stance, so stand with your feet shoulder width apart, hands in front. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna step forward, double shoulder width, all right? And I wanna keep my width on my sides the same, so my feet are still at shoulder width, but I'm stepping forward, double my shoulder width length. All right, so when I step out, I step forward. Now, right now I have my knee straight. What I wanna do though is I wanna bend that front knee to the point where when I look down, I should just barely be covering my toes. I don't wanna go way out because that's gonna start hurting. You're gonna feel that on your knee. But if I come back and I can see my toes, then it means that I haven't bent enough. All right, so just look down quickly, get a good feel for it, get a feel for, hey, this should make your legs straight up and down on this part of it. All right, so when I come back, all right, I'm gonna step out on the other side. And again, I wanna start shoulder width apart just to make it easy. I step out and I get that knee bent so that it's covering the toes. Ready? Step back and out. Bend the knee. 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 Now, we're not using our hands at all right now. So we're gonna start adding our hands to this. So what we're gonna do is every time I step out, I'm gonna lift my hands up into a guard. So I step out, hands up, step back, step out, hands up, and back. And the reason why we're doing this, if you're thinking about this from a standpoint of just a physical warm-up, it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of difference. But if you use the warm-up as practice for everyday self-defense, then this starts to come into play. Because if I'm getting into a position where I need to defend myself, well, the very first thing that I need to do is get those hands up to protect my head. All right? So that's what we're doing. So ready? From here, we're gonna step out, hands up. Step out, hands up. And you'll notice my hands switch each time. The hand that's in front is gonna switch. The hand that's in front matches the foot that's in front. So if my right foot's in front, my right hand's in front, my left hand is behind it. Same thing on the other side. Left hand in front, right hand behind it. Ready? Right, left, right, left, right, left, and right, left. Good. Now, from here, what we're gonna actually add in is we're gonna add a palm strike as we're stepping. So it's super, super important. My front hand palm strike right now is always, always, always gonna go to the head. All right, so when I step out, I'm gonna step out, and if I'm stepping out with my left, I'm gonna do a left palm strike and bring it back into my guard. Then I'm gonna step back, step out with my right palm strike, and then bring it back into the guard. Left and right strike. Left and right. Left and right. And left and right. Okay, very good job, guys. So that's gonna be the warm-up for this week. We're gonna do a set of 10. Get ready? Starting off, ready, and step, strike. 1, strike 2, strike 3, strike 4, strike 5, strike 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Even while we're doing this stepping, I want you guys to be cognizant of where your balance is and where your feet are. Again, you want it to line up so that your knee is just, when you look down, just covering those toes so you can't see them. All right? So that's the warm-up for this week. Let's move on. All right, guys. Now, for our lesson for today, I was saying we're going to be covering more information on our palm strikes. So what's really important when I do my palm strike is, again, my front hand palm strike can only ever come to head level. So if Mr. Caceres is facing me, if I do a palm strike with my front hand that goes low, well, guess what's going to happen? He's just going to come over the top and hit me in the head. So this front hand only, this can only go to the head when I do a palm strike. All right, it's the same thing. If you've seen the video where we talk about the back fist, it's the same thing with the back fist. The back fist can only go to the head because if it goes low, the person can just go over the top. It's the same thing with the jab. If my jab goes to the body, he's gonna come right over the top and hit me in the head. So it's the same idea. Any front hand techniques should only be going to the head so that you're protecting your own head. Now, what's important to understand on that is we're talking about your opponent's head level. So again, if he's much shorter than me, right, go even shorter. If he's much shorter than me, I need to be going to his head level because if I go over the top, well, hey, look, I'm gonna get hit in the body, all right? So if I aim at his own head level, then it blocks him off and I have a little bit more safety there. All right, so that's the really important thing with the front hand. Now with the backhand, you guys know the backhand can go high and low, all right? And it can also go medium too. But for right now, we're just gonna focus on high and low. Now, when I go high on this, it's gonna be just like the front hand where my fingers are pointed up. I'm hitting with the middle of my hand, which is where my palm is. So I'm here, I'm gonna be hitting palm, pull it back, and then I can flip it over and hit low, palm and back. Now, when we're talking about hitting with the palm strike, it's really important that you guys know what your targets are. All right, if I hit something hard with the palm strike, so if I come in and I hit him on the top of the head, guess what? It's not gonna be as effective, right? Because the palm strike is meant to hit softer targets. So when I'm here, what I'm really aiming for is the nose or the jaw. All right, if I'm aiming low, I'm really aiming for, well, I can aim for here, the side where the softer part is, or I can strike to the groin. All right, those are the primary strikes for your palm strike. All right, so when we're starting off, let's get into our good position here. And again, we're gonna be stepping out. And this is sometimes called a front stance or forward stance, but basically the important thing is if I look down, well, I can see my toes. So what I need to do is I need to bend my knee. If you can look down and not see your toes and you're not just way, way, way extended over, then it means you're in a good position. This part of your leg should be straight up and down. Okay, so when we're here, if we're sideways, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna just throw my front hand to the head. Again, aim for the chin or the nose. My backhand, it can go high and then low. All right, so when we're here, I'm gonna step back, step out, look down for the first couple of these. Make sure, again, are you lined up correctly? Strike high, pull it back, high, low. All right, now, what we can add at the end of it to make it kind of a more fun and interactive drill is we're gonna add a front kick. So this time when I step out, I'm gonna step out on my left, I'm gonna strike high, bring this hand back up to a guard, high, low, bring my hands both up here to guard, and then I'm gonna take my back leg, and I'm just gonna do a front kick, and then set it down and back. Okay, so that's gonna be the entire combination. We're gonna do that 5 times on each side, and what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna do it 5 times facing this direction, and then I'm gonna turn and do it 5 times facing the other direction, just so that you guys can see both sides. All right, so when we're here, we're starting off, let's go back to a neutral stance here. We step out, strike high, bring it back to a guard, high, low, and then front kick. That's 1, and back. Step out, strike, 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 and kick. That's 2, and back. Ready, step out, strike, 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 kick, that's 3, and back. Ready, step out. 1, 2, 3, and kick, that's 4, and back. All right, ready? For number 5, I'm gonna step out. Ready, right here, strike, 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 kick, and back. All right, so that's everything on that side. Now I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna show you the other side. So this time, instead of stepping out with our left, all right, and just to give you an idea of what it does look like on this, can you take one step back for me, sir? There you go. So to give you an idea of what it looks like on the left side, I'm gonna step out to the left here, strike, 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 and kick. All right, now, that's to give you an idea on the left. Now we're gonna be stepping out to the right. So from here, I step out to the right. Again, make sure that I'm lined up correctly. I don't want my leg straight back here. I want it straight up and down. All right, meaning my knee is bent, but this part of my leg is straight up and down. All right, now from here, strike high, high, low, and front kick. All right, that's gonna be 1. 2, step out, strike, 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 kick, and that's 2. Step out, strike, 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 kick, that's 3. Step out, strike, 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 kick, that's 4. All right, step out, strike, strike high, strike low, and kick, that's 5. Okay guys, so that's the basic combination that we're gonna be going with for this week. I want you guys to practice that, post that as your homework. All right guys, now this last section is gonna be for an activity that is specifically set up so that if you do have a partner or a parent that you can work with, this is a fun little activity that you can do to help kind of get the lesson that we were working on down. Now parents, what I want you to do for this activity, right now I'm just holding a couple of sheets of paper, but you can do that or you can take a magazine, and all I want you to do is just roll it up, all right? Once you roll it up, what that's giving you is it's giving you a little kind of a baton or a blocker that you can use with the student here so that they can do the drill. All right, now once you've got this rolled up, what you're gonna do is you face the student. Now they can step out and they can do their palm heels either high or low, and they can either go left or right, but it's really important. When I hold this up high, well, he can step out and he can hit it with his front hand. Good, and then he's gonna go back, step back. Good. But if I hold it low, well, can he hit that with the front hand? No, because you never throw a palm strike with the front hand, so he's got to use the backhand. All right? So that's the drill that we're really working on. I want to see different heights, and if you guys really are, your students are really finding this drill too easy, well, what you can actually do is you can actually hold a couple of different pieces of paper at different heights. So if I take this here and I roll it up, and I get different heights, you can actually give them different targets to hit. So if we're here, good, and here, good, and here, good. All right, and so that's your activity for this week. If you don't have a partner to work with, don't worry about it too much. Focus on the other sections, focus on the homework, which is the other combination that we gave you. This is just a fun little activity that you can do as an optional extra. All right, guys, now just to review one more time, I want you to do that homework assignment that we gave you a little while ago. And in addition to the homework assignment, we also have an activity sheet for each week, and we have a coloring sheet. So if you turn those in, you do need to either take a picture of it with your phone, or you need to bring it into class, one or the other, so that way we can see it and then we know you've done it, so that we can give you raffle tickets for that. What happens with the raffle tickets is all of the raffle tickets over the summer go into a big pot. At the end of the summer, we're gonna have a big party, and we're actually gonna have a grand prize drawing for 2 grand prizes. So one of them is our full set of sparring gear. That is a $200 value. It's an awesome, awesome thing. That full set of sparring gear is actually necessary for the advanced classes. So as you guys are moving up in your belts, you need that so that you can go in and start doing some of the more advanced training. The other grand prize that we're gonna be giving away at the end of the summer is a Nintendo Switch. So both of those prizes are awesome, awesome prizes. They're both gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure that you get your entries in. Remember, you can get up to 3 entries per week. So that's everything for this week. Go ahead, feet together, hands at your side, and back. Have a fantastic week and have a fantastic vacation, guys.